Dobre rano, moi canale. Good morning, my channel. We're here at Brzesko at the Hotel Quest. And today we're going to be continuing on the Eurovelo Stezi. That's 4. We're going to be heading west. We're going to go to Old Town Krakow. So that's about 40 some miles west there. And after we have our breakfast this morning, we'll get packed up and head on out here. I'm getting really tired, physically tired, mentally tired. My brain is scrambled here. So yeah, we're gonna have to really take it easy here. I think we're gonna shoot for mileages of around 50 max miles per day here for the rest of the trip. It's a little too hard for me, a little too hot. Okay, I'm scrambled. My brain is scrambled. Kind of like my television here. That's kind of what my brain feels like this morning in my body. A little scrambled here. Tried to put on some MTV to get some music to pump me up this morning. Breakfast of champions. Got a little schleba, sear, some kind of meats, tomato, cucumber, bajczko, scrambled eggs. They got the typical Cocoa Puffs and cornflakes. I do half and half. Coffee and orange juice. Then we usually make another sandwich and we're good to go. I asked the waitress, where's the maso? Slanina bacon or parku sausage? I don't know. But at least they had cold cuts on the breakfast buffet, so that's good enough. Gotta get the protein packed for the morning. Alright, smak tak, dobry huć. From the Hotel Quest this morning in Brzesko, we're hitting the road now. We're gonna head our way to Krakow. Okay. Ciao ciao hotel. Maybe I should do a little inventory on my bag. I think I might be carrying 2 times and 3 times the number of parts, USB chargers, camera equipment. I had it all packed up in the bike box and I didn't go through any of it. Of course, I brought more with me on the flight, so I got a real heavy load here, slowing me down. We are now in the village of Okocim, and you might be familiar with Okocim because it's one of the best tasting Polish beers that is sold around the world. Right here on the river here, this is the old brewery right here. Brovar Pivovar. Mam rad piwo. Dzień dobry. Aha! Wielkie piwo! Look at that, there you go. So the trucks are getting loaded up. And we see the sign over here, Brovar. In Polish that means brewery. In Czech it'd be Pivovar. 1845 to 1906, that's the original brewery building right there. And I went through a little group of panelakis over there. Houses must have been where all the workers from the original brewery here where they lived. Whew. Just getting started here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okocim Pivovar. And right here on the right, 1875, I noticed they have a little church, but next to the church it looks like they got a hospoda, taverna, little place to drink your beer. Welcome to the brewery, Okocim, 1845. Should be noted that the brewery came first, 1845. 30 years later they decided, maybe we ought to throw a little love toward our God here. Build a church for him. They had 30 years of beer first. All right, let's keep pedaling. Okay. The brewery is now owned by Carlsberg. So all these international companies have bought it out. And there you go in there. I don't have time for a tour, but we'll catch a couple shots. Okay, hey, you got the official vest. She's going into work. So she just rode her bike to work, and she puts her vest on as the official employee. She's going in to get her job. Duly noted here, her bike is just standing outside with no lock because nobody was there. Yeah, just like on the freeways. Always gotta watch your six. Okay, time to stop yapping, start making some pedaling. Okay, it's almost 9 o'clock. It's 8:57, but this just popped up on my music shuffle here, and so appropriate based on the last place we just pedaled through. So we're gonna do the Danny Slant impromptu music parody song. I'm gonna sing along a little song, and in the comments you guess the original artist and the original song title. Write it down. Okay, here we go. Ba-bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I like bikes. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like bikes. Motorcycles are too fast, they don't really last, and cars are just plain boring. If I get on my bike, it's something we all like. Please give a like on the Danny Slant channel, because I like bikes. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like bikes. Once I start pedaling, it makes me feel very mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Cars are too fast, they don't really last, and motorcycles are boring. I like bikes. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I love singing when I'm going up a 6.5% incline. Makes you get cardio. Okay, that's today's parody, improv parody. Write down the name of the song and the original artist. And remember, if you're enjoying the Danny Slant channel, make sure to don't get hit by the car here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. Leave a like, leave a comment. It all helps, including my drippy nose here, sweat pouring down my face. It all helps with YouTube algorithm. Allows me to continue bringing you the fantabulous content of Danny Slant. By the way, Google Maps said mostly flat my exotic. Okay, we're in Jasień Brzeski, and I'm gonna go down the little path here. Let's hope it stays paved, not some gravel caca. We just gotta wait for the train. Here it comes. Remember, don't put the coins on the track like I did last year's video. Choo choo, here comes the block. That train went by really fast, but if you notice, painted on the side of the train was big bicycle logo. That's right, they let you put your bike on the trains here in Poland. That's pretty cool. All right, we're not biking anywhere though. We're gonna keep, sorry, that clanking like a cowbell was freaking me out. Okay, so we're gonna get down the path here. As we're going through the villages, he's got his homegrown tomatoes, Pomodoro. The Roma tomatoes. He's got the bigger ones there, the fruit heirloom. He's got a scale. He weighs them up. That's how he makes a little extra penize. Okay, dzień dobry. Kraków.
Tak.
Yeah. Okay, tak. Ciao. Okay, he says, yeah. You don't want to buy any of my rajki, any of my tomatoes, then quit yapping. Keep pedaling. Okay, Ostrov Krol, 4 kilometers that way. I don't know the name of this village. Grady behind me, Bochina, 5 kilometers. And over here on the right, we got the statue of Mary, Radio Maria, 99.9 FM. putting some wattage into your Polish cottage. It's Radio Maria 99.9 FM. Yeah, where Poland rocks. Anyhow, I love this today. I'm deviating from Google's FF directions here. They tend to keep putting me down gravel roads. I'm like, dude, have us pedal an extra mile up to the main road through the villages. It's not that big of a deal. You're not saving me anything putting me through gravel. All right, we're heading over the Raba River here. And luckily, there's a tractor up there. He's leading the way. I actually like him. He's like my blocker. So Google tried to take me across the river where there was no bridge about 2 kilometers back. Thanks, Google. Frickin' Google. All right, we're entering the village of Proszówki. Proszówki. I gotta make a left. All right, let's try doing this with camera roll. Not bad. Dzień dobry. All right, this is good today, other than a couple of the Google miscues there. Small village, very respectful. 40 kilometers through the switchback up here. That means it's going to be a descent. Let me put the old camera away. Got our homemade vegetables for sale there, cebulla and okorki, onions and cucumbers and some other things on there. We have finally made it to the E40. That's the super freeway. Now we're just going to the north of it, and we will either take a frontage road or some kind of forestry road and parallel that for the next 20 some miles to Krakow. Whew. Free mileage. Paved. Let's see how long this will stay paved. Nice paved shaded bike path. This is officially the Eurovelo 4 around here. It's nice. We're heading west toward Kraków. And it looks like we've got many miles of packed gravel. Great. You know, I don't think we're going to be making it past Kraków today. I had plans like, yeah, we'll be zipping along here, maybe lunch, and we'll take some shots of some historic stuff, and then we'll push on to the next small village outside of the big city. Not on this. I'm doing 9. I don't want to go any faster. A, dump the bike. B, I don't want to pop my tires. Okay. Ciao ciao for now from the piney woods of Cracovia, Polska. Yeah, as I suspected, we're on a logging road. Yeah, it's safe. No traffic. Beautiful piney woods. Got your logs all here, ready to build your log cabin. I think in about 2 kilometers is a cemetery up there. Hopefully there'll be some kind of road. I don't mind going further north, get on an actual road, so I can start heading west. Oh, this isn't so bad now. This looks more packed, almost paved. Alright. We're trying to stay optimistic here. beautiful scenery. Oh, patak. Hey, patak. Mali patachik. I stopped at the first Sklep I could find once I got off that gravel path. See the old Bobby over there with the blue shirt? I passed her like 5 kilometers ago. She caught up to me. It was pretty good. All right, got another Voda, Pepsi, 2 banana. Then I'm gonna dig out some of my food here. I'm definitely not only dehydrated here, I'm getting hungry. It's 10 of 12, and we've only done 24.5 miles here. So slow and steady wins the race. Packed up some crackers for me.
Those little red.
Dziękuję. Packed up some crackers for me, some tuk-tuk. And what do we got here? We got a proteinowy sok. Sok. Yeah, I got the Pepsi and bananas from inside. All right. Smak tak, dobro huch. Mam rad ribi. Boris likes riba. Mam rad kushako. Okay, too bad I ate all my snacks out of my bag. I could have just pedaled another mile up to the town here and had lunch. That's okay, lighten up the load. Protein bar was good. I got a new energy here. All right, let's hit the road. Getting close now. Krakow, right down this road. We're taking sort of the industrial path and village path to get into Krakow. All right, excited. We gotta be getting real close now. I just went over to Vistula River. So we're within 10 kilometers here. A lot of bicyclists. And I think they're gonna dump me off on some city bike path that runs parallel to this one. To get off the road here. I mean, everyone's been super, everyone's been pretty cool about passing. That guy, he wanted to tickle my hairs on my chin. Okay, I'm gonna buzz through the roundabout here. That's always fun. Which way is the way to go? They never tell you. They should just say go straight instead of exit. Okay, roundabout. Anything, Google, anything? Alright. Am I going the right way? I bet you went the wrong way. Oh yeah, I actually did it okay. Except there's a bike path over there that I didn't get on. Alright, let's figure out how to get on that bike path there. Off to the left. Stay off the fast road here. Thank you. Okay, we're on the bike path. Hey, and you know, I know Krakow is coming up close. I see a sign for Hernolki at McDonald's, 3 kilometers, but I'm so sick of McDonald's. And I had lunch out of my own snacky snacks. All right, when we get into Krakow, I'll do a little tourism-y stuff. Figure out a hotel to stay at, get hydrated. We have just crossed into the official city limits of Krakow by Brzegi. And now we're on a little bike path here. And we're gonna make our way 5, 6, 7 more miles. Here we go down to Old Town Square there. Okay, Krakow, Miasto City Świętego Saint Jutta UNESCO, good saint city, I think. My Polish is not so great. There you go. Keep going. And now, what do we see here? Ribbit, Fishway, Mali, PNR Mali Plażeszko, little plażo. Okay, well we're going to Stare Mesto, Old Town. Remember, if you're enjoying the content of the Danny Slant channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a like, leave a comment. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm and allows me to continue bringing the fantabulous adventures of my bicycle trips of Danny Slant. On our right here is Oskar Schindler's factory. And if you're not familiar with who Oskar Schindler is, you should watch the movie Schindler's List. He was the man who owned the factory who saved many people during World War II who were going to be sent off to the internment camps. There's a huge line to get in for the guided tour. But yeah, definitely very historical. Now, what I know about it, it's a pretty grim moment in history of the world. But we should listen to Simon Wiesenthal, and his motto is tolerance. You don't gotta like me. I just don't want you to hate me. Can you just tolerate me? Meaning just put up with me, right? Can you just put up with me? Oh, I'm gonna show you over there. They've got the little bicycles they used to use. So here is little stone bicycles here, indicative of the factory where they take the bikes around. Oops. And my weight of my bike, I have so much gear on my bike. Oh, I just tripped the gate. Okay, now we're gonna go down to Staro Mesto. Got a hot air balloon over there. Now we're gonna take the bicycle and pedestrian bridge across the Vistula River. Even though Google Bike Directions said go down there to the freeway and take the freeway. I'm like, why wouldn't you just use the one that's built for the pedestrians and the bicycles? Oh, Google. Hear that squeaking? That's my front rotor. Got a little warped on some of the downhills today. Have to take a look at that a little later. Anyhow, everybody likes to bicycle here in Poland. Beautiful river. I think it's funny that here in Kraków we've got a pivo Hospoda with Schweik on the front. Schweik is famous all the way here, even in Poland. So they show the silly Schweik. Even in Poland they know the better beer comes from the Czech Republic. That's funny. Okay, we are in Staro Mesto, Old Town. Yeah, beautiful city. A lot of graffiti here, but it's like tagger graffiti. A lot of tourists. I mean, I can just see it walking around here. Polish tourists and everywhere else.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make one more little historic stop here, and then we'll go down to the town square. Okay, this is Puchka Józefa, which is named appropriately. Just taking a little walkway through the old city type of buildings, and then we'll go down to the square. They also have a lot of things here about what happened during World War II, and we will get more of that tomorrow on our way to Austerlitz, or in German, Auschwitz.
Where was the square? I've had to look at a map. I assume it is somewhere nearby here, whether it's in what was the ghetto. There, that's the square, Mandy. Because I remember the Bohatero ghetto.
Dzień dobry, ladies.
So that was the square. Oh, you've got the picture, you can send it me. Yeah. Because I might keep that. Yes.
Okay, we're off the city square. Basically, I'm following the timer. Or as we say in Bruno, the Shalina. Okay. Gotta love that electric trains in your cities. Listen up, Los Angeles. I think I'm right here. Maybe I can get across. Move it up. Good. Beautiful. Watch out for the tramway. Gotta watch out for pedestrians. Gotta watch out for the cars behind you here. Kind of glad I got the big flag on my bike. And this is Staro Mesto. Old Town. This is the Old Town, the Old Town Square. Ribi. Mamra Ribi. Alright, going down the final cobblestone street here. Going into Staro Mesto, Old Town Square. Quite the view. Super touristy. I mean, this place is jammed with tourists. It's kind of cool. So we're just kind of walking around, nice hot afternoon, summertime. There we go. Nice clock tower. We'll do a little lappy lap around here for all my Danny Slant viewers here want to check out the historical architecture. Mówi Mikiewicz Burżuła Narodu. The Heiselbobber almost got me. She wants 2 zloty. Thank goodness I still had 10 zloty left, otherwise I'd be having problems. Alright, big European tourist cities. Put some tax into some merchandise you sell in the tourist area so you can keep some public toilets open without having to charge coins for it. It's ridiculous. Okay, I locked my bike up here in the square. Let's hope nobody's effing with it. Here comes the polizia. Hopefully they won't get angry that it's locked up here. Okay, I think we're gonna stand in the shade and figure out where to go for a hotel. So, Ibis was full, Ibis Centrum, so they said go to their sister hotel across the courtyard, Novatel. It's 4 stars. So this is what 550 zloty will get you, room 321. They started giving me grief, telling me, yeah, you can't bring your bike in the room, you can't bring it in the room. I told them I've been riding my bike around the world. I've never had a hotel that ever told me I couldn't bring my bike into the room. She finally talked to her manager. She said, yeah, it's fine. I said, look at the bike, it's not dirty. It's clean and my baggage is there. Anyhow, so they said they didn't have regular rooms. They had to book me an executive room. Okay, so it's big enough. It's huge. Shower, sink, toilet, yeah. Breakfast included, coffee bar, yeah. Big queen bed. Work desk, workstation, big screen TV. Oh look, guys playing tennis. Super. And there's the view. We're about a mile away from the Staro Mesto, Old Town Square. There's the Vistula River right there. I am thirsty as hell. It's 4 o'clock. Let's go through our stats. We had a little ancillary mileage doing a little tourist stuff, so it wasn't the pure ride over here. Some of it was trucking around there, but not too many added miles. So we are at 43.03 from Okocim to Krakow. Ride time, 4 hours, 44 minutes, 26 seconds. Average speed, 9.07 miles per hour. Wasn't too bad, it's mostly roads. A couple gravel parts slowing you down. Max speed, 18.57. It's a little bit after 5:01. That's Ukrainian time, so it's 4:01 here in Poland. Total distance is 6:05. Got to back out the total distance from the Baltic trip. Total time, 71 hours and 57 minutes, I believe that is. Trip distance, 43.03. Yeah, we already covered that. Okay, let's get cleaned up. Then we'll probably walk down to the old Staro Mesto. Look for some dinner. I saw a lot of places with riba. Maybe it's time for some fish. You get a little tired of the salty beef. Okay, ciao for now. Yeah, as they were complaining about bringing the thing into their fancy schmancy hotel, I got fucking carpet is already crapped up in here anyhow. That's probably why they gave me this room. They realized this is the caca room. All right. There's the bike path along the Vistula here in Krakow. I'm just walking to my restaurant for dinner. I didn't have lunch today. I just ate the crackers and the bananas at the stop there. Really hungry, but there's a place that makes duck. They're gonna serve a whole duck. I'll be able to eat it. Okay, so lost my train of thought. That's how tired I am. Man, oh yeah, I washed the sunblock off my back of my neck here in the shower, and even at 5:25 I can really feel that sun cooking down on my neck here. It's hot. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and tomorrow is going to be even hotter, they said. Oh boy. Then the next day rain, but I'm hoping I will be pedaling far enough west that I'll actually pedal through the rain shower, or it cuts through it at night. We shall see. Okay, beautiful, gorgeous river, gorgeous old historic town, Staro Misto. We're gonna go to the restaurant. Czarna Kaczka would be in Czech. In Polish, it's pretty darn close to that. Okay, let's get to the restaurant.
Complete team, Spain.
And yeah, that's extremely interesting. It's blind football, blind soccer. At first I thought they were disabled people who were actually blind, but they actually put masks on, and then they got to listen to the instructions and the command on how to do it. We're also at some kind of sports club. We're on the outdoor track made out of synthetic rubber. Reminds me back in the day. These are what my shoes look like too. I just need to put the spikes on the bottom. Reminds me of the time when I was in high school, when I ran at the track and they said no longer than 1/4 inch, and I didn't have 1/4 inch, so I just ran in my 1/2 inch and chewed up their new track, and they disqualified me. And, you know, brings back the good memories. Danny Slant, before he got into the biking, he was a track and field and cross country champion. Then the old knees gave out and he switched over to biking and then running, but very small distances in running. Okay, let's head toward the dinner. And look who's in town, Vilnius, the Ritas. That's the Wolves. That's their basketball team. They must be playing Krakow tonight. All right. If I wasn't so dead dog tired, I'd go check the game out. Okay. Ulica Proszówka Street. So it's just up here on the left. It's 5:45, and the tourists are out and packed on a warm summer early evening. Turkey brews, 77 sushi, Muay Thai massage, Taco Mexicano El Pueblo, Corleone Italian, Trisi Paprixi, so that'll be my other go-to. And here we are. The Czarna Kaczka, Czarna Kaczka, black duck, Polish cuisine, that's what I want. Okay, Łomki, we got Łomki, Kaczka po style polsku, old-fashioned Polish duck, Zurek with szlebi, soup with bread, pierogi. Okay, let's check it out. Hopefully they won't, since it's such a tourist area, they probably won't give me any grief about the t-shirt and shorts. So for an unofficial starter, we got a little koroki, little pickles. They're really good. And some chopped duck. It's not a pate, but reminds me a lot of the snack I used to eat a lot in college. The chicken that used to come in the can, the cream chicken in the can. Can't think of the name of it. That's how tired I am. Okay. Chunky chicken, I think it was called. Mushroom soup. Oh yeah, smells delicious. Even though it's hot as heck, after a bike ride, soup just feels really good. Double hooch. Half a duck, some cabbage, kapusta, and a sweet beet sauce. Delicious. Okay, I'm glad I didn't order the whole duck. I never would have finished it. That was a delicious half a duck. It's now 7 p.m. I'm exhausted. Gonna walk back to my hotel room and start planning the route for tomorrow, and then get an early rest. Big sleep I need to recover from today's hot. It's gonna be even hotter tomorrow, 96 degrees they said. So from Staro Mesto, Krakow, Old Town Krakow, it's Danny Slant saying ciao ciao for now.